All right, guys. So I don't know about you, but I love finding watches that, for one reason or the other, have gone under the radar. There's so many brands and watch releases, it's a little bit hard to keep up sometimes. I was looking through some Alpinas the other day and I found what I think is a bit of a hidden gem in their collection, or at least it was to me up until that point. The watch is the Startimer Heritage Pilot, and this is a really good option for somebody that maybe is looking to get into a vintage style pilot watch. Big thanks to Gem Bijou for lending in the watch. They are a local authorized dealer for Alpina and many other brands. If you're shopping watches, check them out at gembijou.com. So let's get straight to it and take a look at the watch. Now, although the watch has some vintage styling, there's a modern touch here too. The watch was released last year and is limited to 1,883 pieces. Alpina actually originally started as a union for watchmakers back in 1883, and that's where they get the production run number of 1883. The brand doesn't get as much recognition as I think they deserve nowadays, but they have a very rich history in watchmaking, and some of their current lineup of watches are very nice. Couple things with the dial. It's meant to look similar to a Type B dial. The Type B is slightly different than this, though. They have the large minute markers, where this watch has the hour markers in its place, 1 through 11, and then, of course, we have the triangular marker at the 12. The inner chaptering on Type B dials has the hours, 1 through 12, but the Alpina here has the military time. One modern touch is the applied steel hour markers. They really add some nice detail to the dial. A lot of pilot watches like this have painted or printed on markers, but it's an interesting look with the applied markers, and they have an awesome pop to them when the light hits them just right. The hands are the perfect size, just the right size and length. The second and minute hand reach right out over the minute track, and the hour hand just hits the applied numerals, so legibility is very good. In low light, the lume is okay, but not the brightest. Kind of what I expected with the faux patina tan colored lume formula. They've loomed up the logo, so that's pretty cool, but the lume is on the weaker side. What has to be the neatest thing about the watch is the caseback. So we've got some decoration here. There's some etch work. You might have noticed the little pusher here on the side of the case. That opens the door to a hidden display caseback, similar to what you'd find on a lot of pocket watches. It's decorated with some perlage work on the underside. The movement is the AL525, which is based on the Sellita SW200-1. It's a 26 joule movement with a power reserve of approximately 38 hours. I kind of wish they'd gone with a manual wide movement with this one, but it's still a good movement running the watch. The bezel and top side of the lugs are brushed. The rest of the case is pretty well completely polished. We've got a really nice looking oversized crown. Very easy to get a hold of and adjust your time. Winding action is good. The case on the watch comes in at a width of 43.7 millimeters. Lug to lug is 51 millimeters. We have a lug opening of 20 millimeters, and the thickness is 11.8 millimeters, which, considering the case back and the slightly domed crystal, isn't bad at all. Water resist on the watch is 30 meters. The strap is a good look for the watch. The leather feels nice straight out of the box. It's soft and pliable right away, so not much in the way of breaking in required. The buckle is long, and I have had a buckle like this on one other watch. I really like it. It's got its own built-in keeper here on this end where it says Alpina engraved there. I just like the functionality, and it's got a unique look too. And here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, and it feels great on wrist. Here's a look actually at the buckle. It's just such a small thing, but I think that looks good. The whole watch looks really good to me, and the Hunter caseback is just a fun extra bonus feature. So nice watch overall, and definitely a brand that deserves more attention. There is a couple other models I'm interested in, so hopefully we can take a look at the brand again here very soon. Cost on this one is $14.95 here in Canadian dollars. MSRP in USD is 1,060. Thanks again to Gem Bijou for lending in the watch. Link to their store will be in the description below. Appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye bye.